If this is your first time, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing. Now today I am going to share with you my favorite plants for the year of 2023, but I wanted to break this up. So today I'm sharing with you my favorite plants for 2023 that are located in my plant room. And then later I will do a video of my favorite plants that are located probably in my living room / dining room area. And I probably will include my office area as well, because I don't have a lot of plants in there. Well, I guess, yeah, I don't have that many plants in there because I've pretty much moved a lot of my plants that were in my office area into my plant room. And actually my plant shelf, the one that I have that is mounted from ceiling to floor, there's only 2 plants that are located on there now. And so there's like 5 or 6 slots that are just open, and hopefully in this year I'll be adding new and wonderful plants in there. So, but for my plant room, I'm going to introduce you to my favorite. I'm not going to do this by least to most favorite. No, but I will leave my favorite one for last, but the rest of them are not going to be in any type of order. So that's how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to start with the little ones. And that would be my string of turtles. I really am enjoying, let me take it out of its container, this plant. It is growing compared to where it was when I first purchased it. I don't know if you can tell, but all of that part that looks kind of, well, for me, it's got a little bit of brown. It's more, the newer ones leaves are a little bit browner than the older ones. And I don't know if that really shows on camera, but all of these things that are sprouting out, that is new. So that's one thing I like about this plant. I love the price. If you remember, I purchased it for $6.99. And what I have been doing, because calatheas are beginning to, well, peperonias are my most difficult plants. And I thought I was the Calathea whisperer, but lately I've been struggling with my Calathea peacock, which was so pretty and full, and it's just down to like 4 or 5 leaves. Now all the other Calatheas are still doing okay. So I don't know. So I would say, as far as what I can't seem to grow, it would be peperonias. Calatheas are iffy, and anything string of I have killed in the past. So what I've been doing with my string of turtles is I have been bottom watering it, and so far so good. And what I do is this is what it sits in. I don't fill it up with water. I fill it till you see where this little notch is. I fill it up to where it's over that notch, and then I let it sit there for 15 to 20 minutes. And from the video I watched, you then touch the top of the soil. And if the soil is damp, then it has enough water. If it has drinked up all the water, but the top of the soil is not damp, then you add a little bit more water over that line, and then wait another 10 so minutes, and that does it. For me anyway, and by then I can feel the moisture on the top of the plant. And sometimes, even if I don't feel it, if the water is still sitting there after 10 minutes, and this is the second time, I know that it has gotten its drink of water and it doesn't need any more. So yeah, that is one of my favorites for this year. Even though I got that plant toward the end of the year, it's still one of my favorites. Staying along with string ofs, the next one is my variegated. This is what I love about this. It's a string of heart, but it's variegated, and I'm just in love with that green and soft pink type of color. And I have been bottom watering it as well, and I am pleased to say it's growing. It's not as growing as fast as that string of turtle, but I do see new growth. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there. It's so tiny, but it does have a few places where I see new growth. And so, yeah. And so since it's working, I am going to continue to bottom water these two, because watering them top wise in the past, I guess I was overwatering them because they always died. And I've never kept them this long. And also they are kept in my cabinet. So those are my two favorite little ones. My third favorite plant for this year is my, I gotta be careful. My Peperonia Hope. Look at her. She is so full. Look at that. And she's so full that I struggle with trying to find a place to, see if she needs water. What I've noticed about this particular pot is that it has a different feel when she's fully watered. Like right now, it's kind of light. Water day is tomorrow, so but with my peperonias, I still may not give her water tomorrow because I've been doing a little bit of, research on this. And even on this tag, it says moderately dry. Do you see that? So when I stick my hand in here, she still has a little bit of dampness. So I probably will not water her this week, and I will water her next week. And maybe that way I will not kill her, but she's been doing very well. I don't remember when I purchased this peperonia. I want to say it was in the summertime. And so it's for me, it's doing well. And it has, survived the transition from summer to fall, winter, which a lot of my peperonias did not survive. Now, with that being said, I have another peperonia that is doing well. This is my peperonia Cupid. I absolutely love her. I'm so concerned that she's gonna start, and she's really damp, and I definitely won't give her any water tomorrow. I'm so concerned that she's going to start dropping leaves, because I'm going to tell you what happens with my peperonias. I know I'm in trouble because doing this right here, leaves would just be dropping. And so the fact that there's nothing, nothing falling to the ground is really good. But she definitely will not get any water tomorrow, but she's getting nice and big, and look at how full she is on the top. And so I am enjoying her. So, I'm about to drop her. Don't want to drop her. So right now, when it comes to, let me put her on the ground, because I was trying to put her on my couch and it's not steady, and I don't want to hurt her leaves. Okay, there we go. So right now with peperonias, my Peperonia Hope, and then I have a Peperonia Hope in my office that is doing well. And then so I have two Peperonia Hopes. This Peperonia Cupid is doing well. I showed you in another video that you probably will see before this video. I have a new Peperonia variegated that I just purchased it, so we're gonna cross fingers how it does. I have another Peperonia in here that is doing the same thing the one that did in my office. All of a sudden it just started dropping leaves. So I don't know, but so far so good with those. My next favorite plant is my Algonema Silver Bay. I love Silver Bay. I love Algonemas, first of all. But I love Algonema Silver Bay. I think it's like the silverish greenish of their leaves. And this one is so nice and full. I have, how many? Do I have another? I do have this in the big version, as you know. This one used to be on my kitchen counter, but I brought it upstairs when I created my plant room. And so I think I just only have two. I think I just have this one and the big version one. But yeah, this is just one of my favorite aglaonemas. No problems, with this plant at all. And so yeah, it's one of my favorites. Next, we're gonna talk about some pothos here. And this is my Epernenium golden pothos. I love this pothos because the leaves are just so nice and big. Look at that leaf. And it's growing. Oops, I don't want to break the stem here. And it's just growing and it's cascading down. This plant hangs out on my fireplace back there, and it's just doing so well. It's so pretty. It's so full. Yeah, and it's one of my favorites. No, nothing is staying up here, so I better put it back down. Likewise, let's see if I can get it. Is another pothos. This is my lemon meringue. I think if you asked me what is my favorite pothos, it would be this one. She is just huge, and I really can't take credit for this. She was big when I bought her during the summertime, but she has really just taken off since then. She wasn't as long as she is now, and she just hasn't missed a beat. And I love if you just, when you zoom in, all of the different variegation on her leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. So she is definitely, I would say, my favorite pothos. All right. Now, I also have as a favorite one of my hanging plants here. And this is my, I think this is one of my lipstick plants. Isn't this one of my lipstick plants? Yeah. And I love her because she's so full. Again, now, when I purchased her over the summer, she was full, but she's grown much longer. And all of these shoots that are coming out here is new. So she is just happy and healthy. And yeah, I love her a lot. She hangs out on, you can't see it, but there is a hanging pole that's going across my window in here in my plant room, and that's where she hangs out. And yeah, she hangs out there along with the Peperonia Hope. So now, you guys, is my favorite plant. And I'm going to say this, even though I haven't showed you my favorite plants that are downstairs, and like I said, I'll be showing you that in another video, nothing will top this plant. This is my favorite plant in my entire collection. No questions asked, period. Okay? And that is my emerald red. I love this aglaonema. I just, I'm on the hunt for a aglaonema papaya. But this right now, because I think that is a really beautiful aglaonema. And I think that would be the only aglaonema that maybe, possibly could dethrone this one. We'll see if I ever find it. But I love this plant. And it is, like all of my other aglaonemas, it is so easy to grow. And look at the coloring on these leaves. Look at that. Can you see that? Get that leaf out the way. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And, each leaf has its own different type of different variegation and coloring in its, in here. And I just love this plant, and it's still growing. Here we are in the middle of winter. I don't know if you can see this, but here is a whole new, can you see that? Leaf coming out right there. And I'm pretty sure if I look hard enough, I might even see another one. So yeah, this is all hands down my favorite plant in my entire collection. It is beautiful, and I just love to come in my plant room and just look at it and say, I am so blessed to have you in my collection. So yeah, you guys, that is my favorite plants that are here located in my plant room. Stay tuned for me to share with you my favorite plants that are in my downstairs area. I also stay tuned, because I want to probably give you at the end of this month a update on what's going on in my cabinet in general. I would have to say that I am enjoying my cabinet very much, and my light, my Soltech light, love it. You know, it comes on, the timer is just wonderful. It turns on in the morning. I think I got it set for 9 to 9, so it comes on at 9 and turns off it comes on at 9 a.m. turns off at 9 p.m. If you watch that video, the way I got it to stay secured, hasn't missed a beat. Those what do you call it? Why can't I think of the word? Magnets was the way to go. I still haven't changed the strings that I held it together with zip ties yet, but I mean, and I may not change it, because when I tell you that light hasn't moved, and it's looking great. So yeah, but I will give you an update on everything that's going on in my cabinet. And in the comment section, tell me what type of videos you want to see this year. And I will do my best to make those videos. I'm going to do, I can't wait till spring comes, because I want to do a lot of shop with me, or at least let's go look and see what's, going on in the, in the big box stores, in the nurseries. I'm really looking forward to what Home Depot and Lowe's, specifically Home Depot, in the spring and the summer. They come out sometimes with plants that are pricey, but they come up, but are affordable at Home Depot, and they usually come out with a couple different varieties of Aglaonemas that I don't have. I'm really hoping this spring and summer that I can find an Aglaonema papaya. I really, really want that Aglaonema, and I want to have that in my collection. What else do I want to find this spring or in summer? I don't know. I have to think about that. I know I want an Aglaonema papaya, but I can't think of anything else right now that I would like to add to my collection. But make sure you put in the comment section, like I said, what type of what type of videos, what type of content do you want to see on my channel for this year of 2024. And so I hope you are having the beginning of a happy new year. Like I've been saying in my videos for this year, think positive. Remember that nothing can happen to you, whether you think it's good or bad, without God being in charge, and remember this: the devil has no power. He has power, but he doesn't have all power. And so he has to get permission from God to even touch or to affect us. Keep that in mind. And number two, keep this in mind, that God said in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the thoughts that I have for you, and it's thoughts of good and not evil, to give you an expected end. Until next time, be blessed.